Hello, beautiful people. We are live, but not really live. I want to get right into it, but before I do that, why are we not live? It's the dumbest thing on the planet. Will only be in effect for another 3 days. When I got my brand new device, my Samsung S26 Ultra, and activated it almost a month ago. I was so excited about it, specifically to have a battery that I didn't have to be constantly charging all day, every day. So I made a silly joke about a certain DRUG, spelled CRACK, and was thrown in Facebook Live jail for a month for promoting such substances that I've never actually physically seen in my presence in my entire life. Lawrence Taylor was in the news for his recent hospital visit, and it reminds me of his line from, I think it was the football movie, the Adam Sandler football movie. Was it Waterboy? Where he says, "Don't smoke blank." I'm not even going to say it because I'm just afraid now that stupid things are going to happen when I try to make a joke about a brand new phone battery. Well, here you have it, folks. In case cover up from the banner, Enjoy Every Sandwich is underway. I meant to do this last night, but I had a super busy day. I was actually out in Beaufort for most of the afternoon talking to a few people about jumping on board for this. But we have a lot to keep us busy for the next 25 days, I believe. This Enjoy Every Sandwich promotion is going to run until 5 p.m. or until, late day, Sunday, May 31st. So we're going to run it through Memorial Day weekend. Obviously, we have Mother's Day coming up this weekend. I hope you have all you mothers out there have a great Mother's Day. I have a special Mother's Day brunch planned, which I'm going to share with you guys in a couple of days. And in the meantime, I just wanted to re-announce the rules for this are going to be very similar, almost pretty much exactly the same as the rules for Soup to Tour back in the fall, which is very simple. You would take the photo of the sandwich at the restaurant, food truck, whatever food and beverage business, and then post it on your social media. Hashtag Enjoy Every Sandwich. Please tag the restaurant or food truck or chef, whoever it is, so that they get some love as well. And then at the end, we are going to tally up those submissions, and we are going to have what I am going to call a skyscraper grand prize. Excuse me. I guess I did not have enough coffee today because I can't speak. So the prize for Soup to Tour was the super size, SOUPER size grand prize. The prize for the sandwich tour is going to be called the skyscraper grand prize, which is an homage to Grooby's New York Deli, my friends over there, who I have recorded several really fun podcasts with, and we're one of the first ones to jump in on this one. I say skyscraper because when you get a sandwich at Grooby's, you can get it, I believe it's large, and you can get it huge for a couple extra bucks. And then really for any sandwich, I think for $29.99, you can get the skyscraper, which is incredible. So what we're going to do is we are going to stack up some prizes for you guys. We had a lot of restaurants and businesses that were very gracious enough to donate gift cards, and we had a couple bottles of wine, we had a bottle of tequila, we had a Panettone, we had a lot of goodies, to use around in the kitchen. A lot of soup centric. These are going to be sandwich centric. Let's say that 5 times fast. Sandwich centric. That's a tough one. So as I pop myself over here. So let's get right into it. It is a couple minutes after 12. You're going to see this a couple minutes later than that after I drop it again, because we are not live. We will be live hopefully by Sunday or Monday, or have that capability back. But in the meantime, I want to get right into it. So I'm just gonna. This is in no certain order, but I posted one yesterday that is a great option for you for breakfast, which is, as you give me a second here, so that I could pull this up, so that I could show it to you, beautiful people. Okay, I had to do a quick refresh because my Google Photos was not working. There is the Lumberjack from Nosh New York Bagels, who will be opening their second location on Hilton Head Island soon in the shops at Wexford. As you can see, it's a beautiful Asiago bagel with scrambled eggs, sausage, hash brown, bacon. This is a delicious sandwich, and I can't wait to enjoy another one and present it to you guys on the video that I will be doing with, once again, with RJ Torres from Visually Chopped Production. So Nosh, Lumberjack, egg, bacon, sausage, cheese, hash brown on Asiago. Let's keep it moving. We got the Sea Shack is going to do their signature shrimp burger. I'm excited for that one. Skillets, first to enter Enjoy Every Sandwich, just like they were the first to enter for Soup de Tour. They're going to be doing their Monte Cristo, which I am super pumped about. That is a beautiful signature breakfast sandwich. We're going to have Shea George back. We're not sure exactly what that's going to be, but you can get brunch there several times a week, and there are a couple of great sandwiches options there, so stay tuned for more details. Grooby's Deli is going to be the number 8, which is the Twin Towers. So let me pause real quick and bring up for that. Easier just to bring up their Facebook page, because my buddy Scott was kind enough to post about it a couple of days ago when they jumped in. And here it is. In the last 40 years on Hilton Head Island, this sandwich has been their most ordered, a true New York deli staple. Pastrami and corned beef with Russian and slaw on New York Jewish seeded rye, brought in directly from the Bronx, part of the Indulgent Islander sandwich tour. The Twin Towers, the number 8. If you know, you know. And I know, and I can't wait to get my pause around that one. Let's keep it going. Nectar, Hilton Head, I believe, is going to be involved again. Waiting to hear back from Chef Corey. I saw them earlier this week, and they are just as excited about this one as they were for the Soup de Tour, so stay tuned for more on that. Flatbread Grill in Bluffton. Chef Ken is going to be doing a Nashville hot chicken. I saw a photo of that. Actually, might want to pause real quick again. Might as well show you that, because I was definitely seeing it. Was actually introduced a couple of days ago, but we want to get Flatbread Grill Bluffton, because they actually each have their own individual Facebook pages, and they're each going to be submitting their own individual. So here is the Nashville hot chicken sandwich at Flatbread Grill in Bluffton, of course, topped with a couple of those pickles. This looks delicious. Served on a toasted hoagie roll with coleslaw and pickles for that extra pop. Just in case you didn't know, Cinco de Mayo was also National Hoagie Day, which I think is quite interesting that jives with our scheduling for Enjoy Every Sandwich. Let's keep it moving. Holy Tequila, birria grilled cheese with a side of consomme for dipping, and also Carolina barbecue sauce. Owner Mike Rischel, good friend of mine, he's excited to see which I prefer. I believe he likes the consomme, but he also feels pretty strongly about their Carolina barbecue sauce. Again, shout out Holy Tequila. They crushed it. I drove by. I tried to stop there for Cinco de Mayo, and the parking lot was jammed up, and there were people overflowing. They did an incredible job with their Cinco de Mayo celebration. Look forward to more events from there. And if you're a Buffalo Sabres fan, that's where you're going to want to go to watch the rest of these Sabres games. They believe they won game 1 against the Canadians just yesterday, as we record here on Thursday, 7 de Mayo. Slap Truck's going to do, I believe, Chef Matt, this gave me a good chuckle, the Cuban Shuffle Crisis, which is going to be a cheeseburger, his signature cheeseburger with pork belly on top of it that he just got in this week that he was excited to use on a burger. Rocky's New York Deli is going to do the Vito, which is chicken cutlet, hot sopressata, provolone, roasted peppers, arugula, and red wine vinegar. Definitely going to show you that one because I have it right here in my Google Photos. Let's see here. So let me get to the right screen. Where are you? That's one. That's the one. That's the one. I had a couple of pictures actually that he sent me of this, which is one of their signature sandwiches. When did he send me that? Apologize for the dead air here, guys. Just trying to remember. Is it before? Actually, that's okay. I'm just going to pull it up on my own page because I know I have it on here because I just shared it the other day. And here it is. The Vito. Does that look spectacular or what? Yeah, buddy. This was sandwiches named after and also named by Vito Spatafore from The Sopranos. Breaded chicken cutlet, hot sopressata, provolone, roasted peppers, arugula, and again, red wine vinaigrette on a semolina hero. So get excited for that one. Of course, Rocky's New York Deli in the Sandfly neighborhood of Savannah. Sprout Mama Bread's going to do their Reuben with French fries and tomato and cucumber salad. Working on trying to get Chef Ryan on the podcast next week or the week after so that we can talk about it. And I can't wait to go eat it. I think we're going to have Carlito's Mexican Bar and Grill on the island back with us. They're going to do a torta for the contest. Stay tuned for more details on that. Lulu's Kitchen is going to do both their short rib grilled cheese, and I need to pull up the text message because Chef Scott sent me, in addition to the short rib grilled cheese, which is amazing, by the way, they're going to do a Lulu Katsu burger, panko crusted, tallow fried with a salt cured egg yolk, kupai slaw, and Osetra caviar. Again, Lulu Katsu burger, panko crusted. I don't know why I said panko crusted, tallow fried, salt cured egg yolk with kupai. I think that's how you say that. Kewpie, kupai slaw, and Osetra caviar. Let's go. Chef Scott, my man, gets it. Cactus Street Cantina is going to do their Cubano. I'm very excited about that one. They did a great chicken tortilla soup for Soup de Tour. Cottage Cafe and Bakery is going to do their Muffaletta Madness. Let's see here. Yes. So directly from Chef Leslie. Muffaletta May Madness. This will be a traditional muffaletta with capicola, the gabagool, if you will, Genoa salami, tavern ham, roasted turkey, fontina, caramelized red onion with a traditional Orleans olive relish. So this was last week that she told me this. She said, we're going to need about a week to get busy on it. I'm going to pop over there today on my way to the farmer's market where I always go visit my friend Sonny and Elena from Two Birds Greek Street Food, who will be doing their classic gyro. I'm going to go to the cottage and see Chef Leslie today. And if it's ready, I'm going to rip into that. We're probably going to come back to record it next week. But the Muffaletta May Madness is one that I am super excited about as well. Sundown Saloon, Chef Gabby also has a Cuban sandwich. These are a couple of different styles, though, so don't get discouraged or disappointed if there are a couple of somewhat sort of duplicates on here in terms of like the thought and the name of the sandwich. But the Cuban sandwich at Sundown Saloon is a very different experience than the Cubano that you're going to be getting at Cactus Street Cantina. I could do an entire sandwich tour of Cuban sandwiches and be very happy about it. I'll leave it at that. I'm not as particular about my Cubanos as other people are. So back at it. Cafe Al Dente is going to do, Chef Mike is going to do, Mike Fitzhugh is going to do a chicken vodka panini dipper. That's pretty self-explanatory. Cafe Al Dente, one of the best chicken parms in the business today, confirmed. I'm excited to tear into that one. We got the Hidden Egg Cafe. They're going to probably hold off for another week or two, but they will be on for the last week or so, at least, of the contest with a TBD. Of course, that's the Hidden Egg Cafe. The entrance to the Daddy-O beer store. Of course, the liquor store next to there, next to Joe's Classic Cuts over there in Okatee by the Ale House. Alvin Ords of Bluffton. Again, Alvin Ords here in Bluffton is going to do their chicken bacon ranch. That is one of my favorites on that beautiful seeded round, I believe it's French bread that they use. Alvin Ords, we've always talked about on this podcast. It's a very different experience. It's not your traditional sandwich, but it is a low country institution. Butcher's Market in Delhi, my buddy Chef Jay Rainey is going to do a signature, the Butcher's signature low country pesto cutlet, which is going to be pesto, mozzarella, roasted peppers, and a balsamic glaze. I do have a beautiful photo of this sandwich in my Google Photos. I know exactly where that one is because he just sent it to me the other day, and there it is. I mean, look at that beautiful sandwich. That's another nice one. So I'm excited about that one. Can actually see open face there. It's a beauty. So I like how we got a couple of Italian centric sandwiches on the list, here in Bluffton, and then of course over there in Savannah, and more to come from Savannah. I got a couple irons in the fire there. Matter of fact, Chef Brian Fiascanaro from the Laundry Diner threw his hat in the ring. He said he spoke to Liz and they are on board. So if you're a fan of Two Tides, who's got their 8th birthday coming up, I believe this weekend or next weekend, check their socials. I remember I was there with James and Liz for their 6th birthday, and we're already at the 8th birthday of Two Tides Brewing, the originators of the Crispy CRISPI burger truck. Some pretty damn good sandwiches there too, and of course the Laundry Diner doing some good stuff over there. Chef Fiasco cooks. Is going to cook something up great for the sandwich tour. Back to it. Southern Coney and Breakfast. Nikki was very excited. Owner Nikki was very excited about their Buffalo Chicken Club for this. I can't wait to eat it. We got Flatbread Grill on Hilton Head Island. Chef Patty is going to do a shrimp burger on brioche with lettuce, tomato, avocado, bang bang sauce, and chives. I believe I can show you a quick picture of that, which they started introducing this week, actually a couple of days before the contest started. Look at that beauty. Again, this is the shrimp burger from Flatbread Grill. Again, that's the Flatbread Grill on Hilton Head Island in Coligny Plaza. Again, I mentioned Two Birds Greek Street Food at the farmers market today with their classic gyro. I'm a mad Greek myself. I like the spicier version with the pepperoncini, but the gyro is as good as it gets. They're at the farmers market all afternoon today. They're at the Side Hustle farmers market. Check their socials for the full monthly schedule. Shout out Pete from Slider Bar, the owner at Slider Bar, put some real thought into this. He's going to do a Chicago-style Wagyu Italian beef slider with jardinere and sweet peppers. Joelle is going to do their caprese chicken, which I'm excited about that. Um, the sandwiches at Joel are some of my favorites in and out of town, in or out of town, I should say. So I'm excited about that too. We talked about Cubans. Frosty Frog Cafe is going to do their not so Cuban sandwich. So just like I said, there's a lot of interpretations on Cubans. I can't wait to see how theirs is. Can't wait to get down and see Rusty and the folks down there in Coligny at the Frosty Frog Cafe so that I can enjoy their not so Cuban sandwich. Dominic's was originally going to go. Now, this is Dominic's both at the Home Depot and then also at the Lowe's, Dominic's 2. At either location, you're going to get the Big Dom, which is their classic cheesesteak. That's originally what Chase was going to go with. But instead of the classic cheesesteak, he's going to do the Big Dom, which is a cheesesteak topped with sausage. That sounds like a banger. I can't wait to try it. Eggs Up Grill is going to double up. They're going to do a turkey avocado club and a cheesesteak melt. And I just disappeared myself off the screen. Hopefully that didn't disrupt the recording. I chose the wrong screen. Let me pull this up here because I have it from just the other day where I got to sample both. Here you have the cheesesteak melt. Look at that, folks. And then let me pop back over here and I will show you. No, that was, okay, here it is. There's the club sandwich. Again, beautiful ham, turkey, bacon, tomato, lettuce, mayo. I got a little side of potato salad with that, which was really good. I really enjoyed they have great fries, but I enjoyed their potato salad as well. So there you have it. Eggs Up Grill. Thanks to Lori for jumping in and supporting the cause. And then Bella Italia Pizza is on Hilton Head Island is doing their meatball and cheese, essentially their meatball parmigiana on a sub, which I'm very excited about. Meatball is probably one of their signature things over there. I had a pizza last week from there and some veal cannelloni that was on special. It was excellent. Shout out Tin and Tallow. Shout out Chef Tyler and Jazzy are going to throw their hat in the ring for the sandwich tour, which is going to start with their edition for next week. So stay tuned for, of course, they're closed on Mondays. I will report back to you guys next Tuesday when they come out with the edition, whatever number they're up to. I got the Crunchwrap from there. If you have a chance to get there by Sunday of this week, get the Crunchwrap, guys. The egg roll is kind of like a beef taco situation, but the Crunchwrap is, and Tyler said to me when I stopped by there the other day to pick it up on the way home, he said this is one of the best ones that he's come up with, and I have to agree. I mean, just think of if you like Taco Bell and Crunchwraps, I'm not comparing it to taco. I'm just saying it's the same concept where you have the tostada and all the ingredients, and then the taco folded over and then flipped over, and then you got with the grilled cheese kind of sealing it up on that side. I brought it home and I had some things to do when I got home. I didn't eat it hot. I ate it at room temperature and that thing didn't stand a chance. It was gone in about 5 seconds. So highly recommend until they come up with their Enjoy Every Sandwich contribution next week. I highly recommend the Crunchwrap. Low Country Lobster Food Truck. I'm really excited about this one. I have no excuses for why I haven't gotten around to it, but they are super, super popular here in Bluffton. They're going to do both their traditional Maine lobster roll. I want to do this justice by explaining it to me exactly like Jack explained it to me in the email from earlier today. Here it is. So the first is a traditional Maine lobster with light mayo and a toasted split top brioche bun. The second is the Connecticut lobster roll. This is a warm Maine lobster roll on a toasted split top brioche bun drizzled with warm butter. They're both served with coleslaw and a bag of Cape Cod potato chips. Check out the, of course, we're going to be telling you where to go for it, but check out the Low Country Lobster socials to follow where you can find them. And then finally, but not finally, because these are registrations are still coming in. We're only one day into this, and I'm still have conversations going back and forth with a bunch of these, chefs and restaurateurs, food truck owners, things like that. There's even a couple special ones that aren't in those categories that are going to probably be jumping on here. So stay tuned. We're going to keep the announcements coming. This is actually perfect. This is coming in just under 25 minutes. So I'm going to wrap it up because I got some work to do in terms of heading down to the farmer's market and making a couple stops throughout Bluffton today. So again, enjoy every sandwich 2026 with the Indulgent Islander. I'm just going to read you the instructions, which can be found in order, along with a complete list of participants at theindulgentislander.com. You can even type in indulgentislander.com. It'll take you to the same place. Go to the events page. It's going to tell you the rules, which I'm going to read right now, and as well as the list of participants, which is going to be constantly evolving over the next, I would say, we'll probably keep registration open for at least the next week so that we can get a full couple of weeks as we go through Memorial Day weekend with this promotion. The Indulgent Islander is celebrating all the delicious sandwiches the Low Country has to offer with a special promotion that runs from Wednesday, May 6th, which is yesterday, of course, the day after Cinco de Mayo, until Sunday, May 31st. We're going to run it until, again, Sunday evening, May 31st. Here's how it works. Each participating restaurant or food truck features a sandwich or sandwiches of their choice, a sandwich that's currently on the menu, a popular special, or one created just for this promotion. Customers visit the participating businesses and order as many of the sandwiches as they can and tag the Indulgent Islander in their photo/video post on Facebook or Instagram, of course, at EATHHI, along with the hashtag EnjoyEverySandwich to enter to win. Each sandwich submission earns you entry to win a grand prize gift basket at the end with gift cards and other restaurant and sandwich-centric items for you to enjoy. Grab a napkin, follow our social media pages for updates, and stay hungry, my friends. We are going to have some guests for a couple of these. If you guys want to join me to enjoy a sandwich or sandwiches on the tour, drop me a line. I know I'm going to get Soup to Tour contest winner. Excuse me. Amber Cole is going to jump on. She is an avid promoter of not just restaurants and food and beverages business, but all businesses throughout the island. She was thrilled with her supersized grand prize, and I can't wait to see what the participants come up with for contributions for the Enjoy Every Sandwich skyscraper size grand prize. Okay, I got to get going. It was raining this morning, but the weather has held up, so I'm sure the farmers market's going to be busy. I'm sure there's going to be what I have called the school pizza line at Two Birds Greek Street Food and over there at Martin Family Park. Stay tuned for more updates. And again, message, comment, share, all that good stuff. And I will be back with you guys actually later today. We have a special guest that's going to come on the podcast. So we'll talk more about this and a lot of other exciting things. That's about it for right now. Stay hungry, my friends. I'll talk to you later.